Indonesia's President Joko Widodo has ordered his cabinet to use whatever means necessary to flatten the COVID-19 curve. And he's told ministers to ensure economic stimulus flows to the hardest hit sectors. Indonesia is one of the worst hit countries in the region. It's reported another 23 deaths and more than 360 new infections. And the country has close to 900 deaths in total and more than 12,000 cases. Saiful Bahri Ismail joins us live now for more. So, Saiful, what's the timeline given by Mr. Widodo? And is Indonesia expected to further tighten restrictions following this call?
Mr. Widodo once said he wants the COVID-19 curve to be flattened by this month. He added the number of cases should fall to moderate levels by June, and the cases should further fall to a low number by July. However, the targets that he set is actually not new. Last month, in a TV interview, Mr. Widodo said that he was optimistic the pandemic will peak in May and will subside in July. Now, his optimism was based on numerous reports he received every day from different sources with calculations, predictions, and mathematical models. So it was with all this information that Mr. Widodo thinks Indonesia can see major improvements by July with a lot of public discipline, and perhaps we can see some form of normalcy by August. Now, authorities are expected to step up efforts to quickly flatten the curve. This could include stricter enforcement measures on those who flout partial lockdown measures. However, it will be a big challenge to bring the cases down so quickly. Now, this is because we have not seen a continuous drop in daily cases. Today, there are 369 new confirmed cases. Yesterday, we saw 484 new confirmed cases, which was another daily high. The numbers are still in 3 digits, and we also have to remember that as Indonesia ramps up its testing, it's possible that cases will also go up.
So let's talk about Indonesia's economy then. And growth fell to a 19-year low in the first quarter. How is the government going to balance economic needs with public safety?
It is a delicate balancing act that the government has to do. The Joko administration has said on a number of occasions that given the choice between the economy and public health, it will prioritize the well-being of its citizens. For sure, the Indonesian economy has been battered by the pandemic. Indonesia is likely to head into its weakest growth since the Asian financial crisis. That is the reason why Mr. Widodo believes it is so crucial to immediately end the virus crisis through containment measures. Mr. Widodo has made tough decisions to ban the annual homecoming tradition during Ramadan and to impose partial lockdowns. 4 provinces and 22 regencies and cities nationwide have implemented large-scale social restrictions to contain the virus spread, forcing businesses to close and hitting demand as people are required to stay at home. Now, Indonesia has set aside more than $26 billion to fight against the pandemic, but has been struggling to effectively distribute the stimulus package. Mr. Widodo said that for the curve to flatten by this month would require the effort of everyone, not only the government, but the public also has to do its part. But even this may be difficult to do. For example, a recent survey in Bandung, West Java found that many people are venturing out of their homes despite the partial lockdown because they fear losing their jobs more than they fear contracting the COVID-19. Now, even though this was not a national survey, but it gives an idea of the huge challenge Indonesia is facing in tackling the pandemic.
Yeah, very difficult decisions ahead. Thank you very much for that. Saiful Bahri Ismail, our Indonesia correspondent.